Nike. Finally back with another vinyl video for you. I know it's been a while. Well, it's been a while since I've made a video of pickups that I've made. You may have seen my collaboration with DJ Funk and Miss Lady Soul. So I've been doing the Let's Talk records. I did my Blondie video, but I've done some VCLT videos, but I have not made a video where I've featured some of my pickups. So I got a lot of catching up to do. This is pickups that I've made, I'd say, through the tail end of last year, maybe late November up to maybe just last week. So I haven't featured those pickups at all. So I just want to catch up and do a video of that. Might even have to split this up because there's been some used pickups that I've made as well. So, but hope everybody's been doing great. Where I am, it's a very cold, rainy day. So the perfect day to stay inside and talk music. That's what I'm going to do. So let's get to it. All right, let me show you what I've got. As you know, most recently, we've lost Burt Bacharach, and his loss to the music world just immeasurable. He's just written some of my most favorite music in the world. I mean, and he's had some wonderful artists interpreting his songs. Everyone from Dionne Warwick to Dusty Springfield, Sergio Mendes and Brazil 66, Barbra Streisand, Bette Midler, Elvis Costello. So many people have done this man's music, and a lot of them are my favorite singers. So I've grown up with, like many of you, I grew up with Burt Bacharach. So when he passed, it got me thinking about if there were any recent collections that had come out of his music. I have a lot of his music spread across different artists' albums, like the Carpenters, and stuff. But I, except for a couple CDs, I didn't really have anything on vinyl. So I just got to thinking, I was like, oh, did he have any recent collections on vinyl that had been released? I hadn't seen anything, so I just decided to do a look that day. And so I came across some wonderful recordings by an artist by the name of, and I hope I do her name right, Treintje Oosterhuis. And she's a premier Dutch vocalist. And she had done a volume of 3 albums featuring the songbook of Burt Bacharach. I just happened to catch the most recent one on sale. Believe it or not, this was in the closeout crate at popmarket.com. So I got this for a great price. This is Treintje Oosterhuis with the Metropool Orkest. That is the Netherlands' premier pop and jazz orchestra. They're very world renowned. So this is volume 3 of her works from featuring the classics of Burt Bacharach. This is called Ever Changing Times, Burt Bacharach's Songbook, volume 3. This is on Blue Note. This was released, I believe, in 2021. And Music on Vinyl put out a limited edition release of this on translucent blue vinyl last year in 2022. So this is the last of her Burt Bacharach songbook albums. And again, I had never heard of her before, but I decided to give it a listen. I actually sampled some tracks on Spotify before I made the purchase, and I loved it. I said, oh, this is beautiful. I can't wait to check out the rest of it. So I went ahead and ordered it. Great price. It's a double album. And just to show you, I don't know if you can see, but it says Treintje's brand new 3rd album of Burt Bacharach compositions includes the single Making Love, which used to be a single for Roberta Flack. And she made it into a duet with jazz vocalist Gregory Porter. So pressed on Blue Note, blue vinyl, limited and numbered edition of 1,500 copies, 180 gram vinyl. So I'm gonna open it up. It's absolutely gorgeous. And there's the back. And that's, I believe this is a photo with her and Burt from a 2009 special that she did featuring his music. I think that's on DVD. And you can stream it, I believe. It should be on CD as well, but This has some great songs. Just gonna give you a brief run through. I was really interested in this one because she's covering a lot of his 80s hits as well. And I love Burt Bacharach's 80s songs. So, but Every Other Hour, Making Love, Let Me Go to Him, You'll Never Get to Heaven, beautiful song. Ever Changing Times, Make It Easy on Yourself, Be Aware. Arthur's theme, The Best That You Can Do, she does a brilliant job with that, love it. Heartlight, which you know was a hit for Neil Diamond. A Thousand Things That Were You, that's one of the new compositions on this album by Burt Bacharach. I Still Have That Other Girl, Maybe, Wives and Lovers, Always Something There to Remind Me. Great number of artists we covered that hit. And Who's Gonna Love Me. So, but there's that. Just gonna open it up so you can have a look. And again, it's gorgeous. I couldn't believe it was discounted the way it was. So, but it's a gatefold. Isn't that beautiful? Very nice. So I believe that he's been working with her, or he had been working with her since 2006. So I guess since the mid 2000s, Trencha had become like his unofficial or maybe official vocalist of choice to interpret his classics and some of his newer material. So again, this is my first time stumbling upon her, and I'm glad I did. So but yeah, this is the first one that I've had a chance to listen to. This is a double disc set, so just gonna take out the first disc so you can see how beautiful this is. So, but comes in a nice heavy lined sleeve. And there you go. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely beautiful. That's disc 1. So, but if you can find, I think you can get it on the 180 gram black vinyl, but the blue vinyl is definitely hard to come by now. So if you can find it anywhere, you know, if you can find it on anything, really just try to pick it up, because since his passing, these recordings have become that much more in demand now. So, you know, if you try to go or order any of these volumes through anyone, many times they're sold out. And most of them have been discontinued anyway, because some of them were the limited edition pressings. But, you know, but check it out. But so yeah, that is volume 3. And I liked it so much, I actually went straight to Amazon, and they had volume 2, which is a single disc. This is called Trencha Osterhaus, Who'll Speak for Love. This was volume 2, also on Blue Note, also pressed by Music on Vinyl. And this has a couple of limited edition pressings. I think the most limited one is on white vinyl. I decided to go with the orange vinyl, which Amazon had. So, so this one includes What the World Needs Now, This Girl's in Love, Don't Make Me Over. And this this orange vinyl was limited to 1,000 copies. And it's also on 180 gram vinyl. And there's the back. Very cool picture of them in the studio together. And this one originally came out in 2007. Okay. So, but this has Any Day Now, Love Is Still the Answer. Of course, What the World Needs Now. One Less Bell to Answer, one of my favorite songs by Fifth Dimension. In Between the Heartaches, This Girl's in Love. God Give Me Strength. Love it. That was one of his later compositions, which Elvis Costello did on his album Painted from Memory. That Midler did a wonderful version on her self-titled album in 2000. She did a great version. Let's see, Who'll Speak for Love, Stranger Than Before, I Just Don't Know What to Do with Myself, another one of my favorites. Don't Go Breaking My Heart, Don't Make Me Over, Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head, Painted from Memory, and On My Own by originally by Patti LaBelle and Michael McDonald, and she does it here by herself. So it's fantastic. And again, that's with the Metropole Orchestre. So that's the 180 gram orange colored vinyl there. Just lovely. So, but these recordings are so nice. She's got a beautiful voice, these fantastic arrangements. I mean, it just makes for great Sunday or evening listening. It's just so nice and so mellow. I just love it. So, but I'm trying to think, does this have an insert? No. I thought it came with an insert. I don't know. Well, maybe. Oh, I guess it does. Yeah, it does come with an insert. Sorry. A beautiful, talented lady. Very cool. So just getting these Burt Bacharach songbooks of hers, I'm definitely interested to check out some of her other material. She's got a great voice. Very nice. And again, she's very popular in most other parts of the world, definitely in the Netherlands, where she hails from. But again, you just don't hear anything about her here in the U.S. So, but was very happy to come across that. So, all right, when that other volume comes in, I'll be glad to share that, guys, with you in another video. So that is Treintje Oosterhuis, the Burt Bacharach Songbooks volumes 2 and 3. So we know Mariah's got some vinyl coming out this year. I know there's a rarity set on its way coming up in the next month or so. I know a lot of fans are excited about that. Urban Outfitters has come out with a couple of exclusive vinyl pressings of some of her previous remixes. Honey was one of those. That's come out recently on a double vinyl, honey colored vinyl. So I decided to go with one of my favorites. This is Heartbreaker. And I remember buying this CD single a long time ago. So they've got the exclusive on this in hot pink vinyl. So this says this is Heartbreaker featuring Jay-Z with Heartbreaker If You Should Ever Be Lonely, Junior's Heartbreaker Club Mix. Love that one. And this is the hot pink vinyl 12-inch single. And there's the back. Okay, and they did a very nice job. Okay, and there it is. And I just put a nice new sleeve on it because when it came in this, it was packed so tight I could barely get it out of here. So I knew I had to put it in one of these because I said it'll be a nightmare to get in and out of the jacket. So there you go. And that is Mariah's Urban Outfitters exclusive. That is Heartbreaker on hot pink vinyl. That's 12-inch. So we know that my girl Pink has got a brand new album out called Trust Fall. From what I've heard so far, some of the tracks have been fantastic. I'm so glad that she's back. She's a great talent, great performer. I haven't picked that up yet. I'm actually definitely going to be picking that up on that neon pink vinyl that Target has. So, but in the meantime, Urban Outfitters had one of her previous albums for sale, which I never did pick up, at least not on vinyl, and that is Funhouse. I remember seeing some of her previous albums when they were reissued on colored vinyl, but I never did catch Funhouse available anywhere. So when they had this, I decided to pick it up at the same time I picked up the Mariah Carey. But this was such a fun album, and really this kind of, to me, kind of marked her transformation. This is when she did that fantastic performance at the Grammys that year, Glitter in the Air, like the Cirque du Soleil, where she was, suspended above the crowd, doing all the acrobatic movements and dance that she's become known for. So, but this is the one that had one of my favorite tracks, So What, and Sober, I Don't Believe You, 1 Foot Wrong, Please Don't Leave Me, and that was another hit. Bad Influence, title track Funhouse, Crystal Ball, Mean, It's All Your Fault. Um, Ave Maria. She has it spelled different than Ave Maria. I don't know if it's Mary. The last track is Glitter in the Air. And this is on translucent yellow vinyl. So there's the back. Very nice. Okay, and not a gatefold, but it is a double. And some very nice inserts inside. Very cool. All right. And that's for the second one. There we go. And I'm just gonna take out one disc just so you get an idea what it looks like. You know, so that's sort of nice, kind of like neon, semi-translucent vinyl. Very cool. So I was glad to pick that up. I'd always wanted it. And it was just one of those reissues that eluded me. There's still a couple in her catalog that still elude me. So, but I'm still looking for Misunderstood on that. Was it on purple vinyl or was it on pink? That's one I'm still looking for. When I see it, I only see it on the black vinyl. But you know me, I'm like, eh. You know. So, but I'm glad Urban Outfitters had this. You know, I probably could have got it off of Discogs or whatever, but yeah, I didn't feel like it. So I said, if I'm gonna order the Mariah, I might as well, you know, get this too. So okay, so a couple more things that I got from the closeout crates at Pop Market. So thank God for that closeout crate, because I've been getting some very cool stuff at very cool prices. This was a group that I was not overly familiar with, or was curious enough to check them out. I'd seen that they had a couple of titles available in the closeout crate. I decided to go with this one. This is a group called the Dolly Dots. And Dolly Dots had some success overseas. I believe they're from the Netherlands. They had a string of hits there. They were very popular, popular in the UK. Had seen some clips of them on Top of the Pops. So yeah, they had like a fan base overseas, but again, if you're in the States like me, probably never heard of them, or maybe have limited awareness of the Dolly Dots. But supposedly they had a lot of chart hits, and I thought, I was like, you know, this might be my a good introduction for me to get more acquainted with them, because I definitely didn't own anything of theirs. So, but again, this is another one on Music on Vinyl. And this one says, Dolly Dots, this is called Forever. This is the Sisters on Tour edition. And this is on rose-colored or pink vinyl. 2,000 copies limited to. I'm gonna open up for you because it's such a fun, the packaging is so fun on this. So it is a gatefold. Very nice. And obviously that's them today, or more recently. And it does have an insert with it. Kind of shows you all the covers of their singles, and they've had a lot. And I'm just like, man, it seems like they've been so successful all these years every place else. How come I've never heard of them, you know? But, you know, sometimes that's how you discover some cool stuff, you know, so. And let's see. So I'm just going to take out one of the discs. It's a double disc set, and it's gorgeous. So very cool, almost neon-like semi-translucent vinyl. You know that pink, you know I love it. Very cool. So in sampling their stuff before I bought this, I said, I just want to make sure this is, you know, something I would play. And it definitely is something that I would play. They're so much fun. Just some of the songs they've had. Tell It All About Boys, that was a big hit for them. Radio, Roller Skating, We Believe in Love, The Dream Machine, Do You Wanna, Do Why Diddy Diddy, Money Lover, Bite the Dust, Don't Give Up. And I was also, and their sound, if I had to define the sound, to me, they kind of sound like Bananarama, where they just have this, it's just fun pop music, pop, dance, elements of disco in there. And they just kind of have that Bananarama sound where they kind of all sing in unison. It's a very uniform vocal sound, but it's fun. It's nothing complex or meant to be, deep or anything like that. It's just fun music, and I love that stuff. So the one that got me was that I was surprised. So yeah, I had completely forgotten that I had heard of them a long time ago. They had worked with Stock Aitken Waterman on at least one track, the track called What a Night, which was, I believe it's a late 80s track. I want to say it's from 87, I believe. That's on here, and that's a great track. So again, and then they also have the Dolly Dots Mega Mix, and Are You With Me is on here. So again, 2 LPs, all their chart singles. And it's definitely the price that I got it for, definitely a bargain. So. And you know what? I think if I found something else there's on vinyl, I'd probably pick it up too. It's fun. I said, well, I like Bananarama. Why wouldn't I like them? So Dolly Dots from the Netherlands, Forever, the Sister on Tour edition, Sisters on Tour edition, music on vinyl. There we go. All right, so I got another gem from the Pop Market Closeout Crate. You're gonna hear this quite a lot in this video. And they actually had the 2010 reissue of Duran Duran 7 and the Ragged Tiger. And if you're a Duranie like me, or you're a Duran Duran collector like me, you know that those reissues that they did in 2010, those are they can be hard to come by. They're actually 2 LP sets. They've been expanded, so they include remixes and bonus tracks. So but yeah, they had this in a closeout crate. I couldn't wait to pick it up. I'd seen it featured at a couple other places before, but it was just pricier. So this includes the full album, and it also includes the bonus disc of remixes. It has Is There Something I Should Know, the Monster Mix, Union of the Snake, the Monkey Mix, New Moon on Monday, the Dance Mix, and of course the Dance Mix for the Reflex. So I was surprised to see they had it. I jumped right on. I said, oh, I've been looking for that one, so it's not a gatefold, more like a slipcase, but just gonna show you real quick. So, but here we go. All right, and these are on 180 gram black. There you go. Now, their first album, their debut album, the self-titled one, that was reissued again, but this time certain retailers did it on white vinyl. I was able to pick that one up a couple years ago, where it's got that expanded second disc, where it's got remixes on that one. So, but some of the more difficult ones to find from the 2010 series are like Rio, if you can find it. It's very expensive now. Big Thing is pretty expensive. So I haven't landed my hands on Notorious yet. That'll probably be my next one. So, but yeah, if you can find any of these 2010 reissues, expanded vinyl reissues for Duran Duran, definitely pick them up. So that was through the Pop Market Closeout Crate. Yay, yay. So in the last year or so, there have been a couple of import vinyl titles that have come out that have been kind of hard to find, or they sell out quickly. But I was able to get them through Rock This Town Records. They're based out of Phoenix, Arizona. So I got a Kim Wilde release from them last year, so I'm on their mailing list. And they often do, at the end of the month, they do a sale. well, which I wasn't aware of until the end of January. So they do a sale on certain titles at the end of the month. So when I saw what they had on sale, I jumped on it immediately. This is Music on Vinyl's pressing Paul Young's singles collection, From Time to Time. They did this in 2021. Now, as you know, Music on Vinyl does some great pressings, always some of the best, but they're not cheap. So when they had this on sale at Rock This Town, I went ahead and jumped on it. I said, now that's a damn good price. I'm not gonna pass that up. So pick this up, and it's a double. So, and I believe this hits collection originally came out in '91, because I think I do have it on CD. Bought it as an import CD many years ago. But, just a quick rundown. Every time you go away, come back and stay. That's one of my favorites. I'm Only Fooling Myself. Senza Una Donna, Without a Woman. I'm Gonna Tear Your Playhouse Down. Broken Man, Everything Must Change. Wonderland, Don't Dream It's Over. Yes, that's the same Crowded House hit. Love of the Common People, Wherever I Lay My Hat, That's My Home. Both Sides Now, Some People, Oh Girl, and Softly Whispering As I Love You. So some great tracks. The only thing for me that's missing, and I know it's no one's fault because this collection actually precedes the year that this song was released. I love his version of What Becomes the Brokenhearted, and that didn't come out till 92. This collection originally came out in 91. That's the only one that's missing from me, but still a great collection. So let me open it up. It is a gatefold. All right. All right. So 2 LP set. Just gonna take out one just to show you how pretty it is. Nice heavy lined sleeves. And there you go. Nice. And nice price. Paul Young, From Time to Time. If you saw my last video with DJ Funk and Miss Lady Soul, you know that one of the pickups that I did feature in that video came out in January. And that is the long-awaited first time on vinyl pressing of Donna Summer's Crayons. Also on Music on Vinyl. They might as well just own this damn video because most of my new pickups for new vinyl, it seems like they pressed it. But that is Donna Summer's Crayons. First time on vinyl, 15th anniversary edition. 15th anniversary edition, limited edition of 2000, numbered copies on translucent pink colored vinyl. Is gorgeous. Available on vinyl for the first time, featuring Ziggy Marley on Crayons, including the Billboard Hot Dance Club Play chart hit single I'm on Fire and Stamp Your Feet. Love that song. And Fame the Game, and includes a beautiful 4-page booklet, 180-gram audiophile vinyl. So if you want to see an unboxing, guys, just check out my previous video. I did an unboxing of this. It is gorgeous. The insert is gorgeous. Everything about it just wonderful. So great pressing, and I've loved playing it. It's just great getting reacquainted because I hadn't played the CD in a long time. So, but some fantastic. And her voice, she could just do anything with that voice. That's why we all loved her so much. But the one track that I keep playing, Be Myself Again. Girl, I'm telling you, that is such an underrated track. Love it. Science of Love, Slide Over Backwards. What she does with her voice on that song, just tremendous, amazing. So that's Donna Summer's Crayons. Guys, check out, if you want to see it in full, just check out the unboxing in my previous video. Love it. Definitely pick that up if you can. Also, in that same video that I did with the Let's Talk Records with Funk and Miss Lady Soul, you can also catch my unboxing of M. Neon's album. It's called The First Mini Album. This was a Target pickup. This originally came out in December here in the States, and it's kind of hard to find now. Again, I had never heard of her before until this album. I had been checking out some of her videos, and I said, oh, she's fun, pop music, I love it. Definitely want to pick this up. This is on neon pink vinyl, and it's a terrific pressing, got a cool poster inside. So this was my introduction to her. I think prior to going solo, she was in a group, K-pop group called Twice. So, but again, she may initially have had some limited popularity in the States. She's definitely gaining popularity. Most Targets, this is sold out and it's going for big money now. So, but check her out. I know she looks pretty young. DJ Funk and I had mentioned in the video she looks so young, but she's actually 27. So, if you can believe it. So, but there you go. That's M Neon. You got the reissue of Olivia Newton-John's Greatest Hits, Volume 2. And that is courtesy of Primary Wave. Primary Wave doing an excellent job with Olivia's catalog. And definitely keeping her legacy alive. So this is the expanded edition. So if you have the original edition from '82, they actually expanded it. There's actually a few more hits on here, which actually matches the international editions. The international editions of this album always had the extra tracks. So let me just run it down for you. Okay. This is one of my favorite covers of her. So there's the little hype sticker, which I actually saved. It says 40th Anniversary Deluxe Edition, remastered from the original master tapes. So this, of course, has Heart Attack, one of the then new tracks at the time in 1982, Magic, Physical, Hopelessly Devoted to You. Side 2 has Make a Move on Me, Deeper Than the Night, which originally was not on the US edition, has now been added to this, as has Landslide. Side 3, we've got A Little More Love, You're the One That I Want, Tied Up, another great track, one of my favorite Olivia tracks. And Suddenly, side 4 has got Totally Hot, which is a new addition to this collection. The Promise, the Dolphin song, which was on Physical, that's a new addition to this collection. And we have Xanadu. So what was originally a 1-disc collection has now been expanded to 2. And there's that centerfold that we all know so well. And I'm just going to take out one of the discs just to show you. And it does come with a nice inserts there, featuring some of the reissues that they've done so far. Okay. Some very cool liner notes. Okay. And there you go. Very nice. Sounds terrific. And the other insert, it has the lyrics. Okay. All right. Kudos to Primary Wave for doing such a fantastic job with our Olivia. And again, that is the 40th anniversary of Olivia's Greatest Hits, Volume 2. And that's on the deluxe 2 LP set. Oh, so at the same time, I picked up M Neon's Target exclusive, which I actually got as a clearance item. Came out in December. I bought it in January for like 50% off. Target had some other very cool clearance titles, which I was like, you know what? Damn it, I'm picking those up too. Because it's not often my local Target has a lot of clearance vinyl. So I thought I saw that as a unique opportunity. So I picked up a couple other things. So let me show you what I got on clearance. So they had the very best of the Beach Boys, Sounds of Summer. It's a 2 LP set. Gatefold. So I've always had some Beach Boys on CD, never really had any Beach Boys on vinyl. So this was a perfect opportunity for me to pick this up because I've always liked them. And has a ton of hits on it. There's the back. So, but man, it's got all the classics. California Girls, I Get Around, love it. Surfing Safari, Surfing USA, Fun, Fun, Fun. Surfer Girl, Don't Worry, Baby. Little Deuce Coupe, you don't know what I like. Little Deuce Coupe, love it. Shut Down, Help Me Rhonda, yes. Be True to Your School, When I Grow Up to Be a Man, In My Room, God Only Knows. Sloop John B. Wouldn't It Be Nice, another favorite of mine. Get Your Back, one of their 80s hits, which if you were watching MTV back in the 80s like I was, you know they showed that video all the time. Come Go With Me, which is a very cool remake of the old Del Vikings classic. Rock and Roll Music, remake Chuck Berry, obviously. They did a good job on that. Dance, 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 Barbara Ann, Do You Wanna Dance, Heroes and Villains. Woo, Good Timing, Kokomo, Do It Again, Wild Honey, Darling, I Can Hear Music, and Good Vibrations. So very, very comprehensive Beach Boys set, which I definitely needed on vinyl. So just going to show you real quick. Okay, nothing fancy, but it is a gatefold there. And let's see, does it have any inserts? I can't remember. I don't think so. Well, I don't know. I spoke too soon. So yeah, it does have a full color insert. Very nice. Very cool. And this is on 2 LPs on 180 gram black. You know me, I'm like, damn it, why couldn't I put this on yellow or orange vinyl, you know? So, but, you know, it's definitely worth it because it's got so many hits on it. It's just like, well, you know, I'll let it slide. You know, I would love to find a Beach Boys collection, hits compilation, or whatever, that had their 1986 remake of California Dreamin'. Originally by the Mamas and the Papas. They did such a cool version of that, very haunting. And I remember they used to show the video a lot on VH1, and I haven't been able to find it on anything. I'm sure it's on something, but it's never on a collection at all. So I would have loved to seen that on here. But you know what? It's still very comprehensive, and so it's definitely worth picking up. So that was on clearance at Target. Beach Boys Sounds of Summer. So also on clearance at Target, I got a couple more here. They had Norah Jones' first album, Come Away With Me. Great price. And this is limited edition, includes a lithograph included there. Love Norah Jones, love her sound. There's the back. And of course, this has Don't Know Why, 7 Years, Cold Cold Heart, Feeling the Same Way, Come Away With Me, Shoot the Moon, Turn Me On, great song. Lone Star, I've Got to See You Again, Painter Song, One Flight Down, Nightingale, The Day Is Over, and The Nearness of You. So here's the gatefold. And it is on standard black vinyl, and let's see, what's the lithograph? So there's the lithograph that comes with. So, but okay, and just a standard blue insert, nothing fancy. So that's Norah Jones, Come Away With Me, Target limited edition with the lithograph. That was on clearance. All right, so they had Lady Gaga's Dawn of Chromatica, the sequel to Chromatica, on vinyl, and it was one that I had not picked up. You know, I picked up the RSD edition of Chromatica, but Dawn of Chromatica, I had not picked it up, and they had it at a great price. You can see they still got the sticker on it. So this was a whopping $8.54. I'm glad I waited. So it is a gatefold. I haven't opened it yet, but and this is on clear vinyl. All right, that's crystal clear. Very cool. So great cover. Love the colors there. So, and there is the gatefold. Beautiful. Love it. All those cool cool pinks and neon greens and purples, some of my favorite colors. Love it. All right. $8.54, can't go wrong with that. Good Lord. Lady Gaga on clearance. Hallelujah. All right. So I did make, in the last few months, I did make a, my lone Japanese vinyl pickup that I did make was courtesy of Drowned World Records. I've been on their mailing list for quite some time, and decided to, you know, make the jump and order a couple things with them. And they had like a little coupon promotion thing. So got a few things with them. So I picked up the Japanese edition of Billy Joel's An Innocent Man. They had it for a very, very good price. If you know Billy Joel's back catalog on Japanese vinyl, you know it can run pretty expensive. So as well as his Mobile Fidelity recordings, those also can run pretty expensive. But I was surprised they had this for a decent price, so I went ahead and went for it. And I decided to get this because, as you know, Walmart, within the last year or so, they put out like 50th anniversary editions of Billy Joel's albums, and this was one of them. They put it out on kind of like a natural colored opaque vinyl, and I was pretty disappointed with the sound quality on that. A lot of just static and hissing, and you know, although it looked nice, you know, it had some extras, you know, like it had like bonus posters and stuff with it. The sound on it was just terrible. I couldn't even bring myself to play it again. So, but, you know, so I'm keeping that one for posterity just to collect. So, yeah, I know I'm going to have to pick up another copy of An Innocent Man because the sound quality on the Walmart pressing, it was not cutting it. So I picked this up. So, sounds great. And still in the wrap, too, with the OB strip. So I'm actually just going to leave it on. Very nice. And let's see. So it's got a couple inserts inside. Very cool. At last, a good pressing of An Innocent Man. I was so happy. And for under 20 bucks. So couldn't beat it. Hell, that was less than the Walmart. That was less than the Walmart pressing, so I think I made out pretty good on this one. So there we go. Billy Joel, Innocent Man, Japanese pressing. The end of last year, the end of 2022, saw the reissues of some Duran Duran titles on vinyl. They've been expanded to 2 LPs. They've also came out on colored vinyl, which were considered indie exclusive. So you can go to your local record store and pick up those new Duran Duran reissues on a number of different colors. And so I went to my local record store. They were kind enough to pre-order these for me. So I got Duran Duran's 2000 album that is Astronaut. That is actually one of my favorite Duran Duran albums. I got the indie exclusive. That's on Milky Clear vinyl. I was so happy to get this. I did an unboxing of this on my previous video, so if you want to check it out there. But this was one of the ones I was so happy to get. Got Reach Up for the Sunrise on this one. Another great song, Taste of Summer. Nice, one of my favorite Duran Duran songs, Want You More, What Happens Tomorrow. So Duran Duran's Astronaut, out now. Should be on black vinyl and Milky Clear from your favorite local record store, the indie edition. So check that out. Also picked up Duran Duran's All You Need Is Now. This is on magenta vinyl, another indie exclusive. And this is produced by Mark Ronson, includes All You Need Is Now, of course, and Leave a Light On. So great. And let's see, this is See, Astronaut wasn't a gatefold, but this one's a gatefold, so. All right. And I'll just take out one of the discs just to show you. It's beautiful. All right, so this is like an opaque, I wouldn't even call this magenta. It's more like hot pink. So it's like a opaque hot pink vinyl. Very nice. Might be coming out looking kind of reddish on camera, but it is hot pink. So also picked up Duran Duran's Red Carpet Massacre, which I've never had on vinyl. I know it had been on vinyl many years before upon its initial release, and was one of the more difficult ones to find. Like if you ever came across a copy of the original vinyl pressing of this, it always went for hundreds of dollars, just like Astronaut did. So, but yes, thankfully they've come out with a reissue of this one. And of course, this one is on red vinyl. And let's see, this is a gatefold. So this one features Justin Timberlake and Timbaland. Includes the hits Night Runner, Falling Down, and Skin Divers. Okay, and that's the gatefold there. Very nice. Okay. And it has some very nice inserts. I'll take those out. Go. Let's insert one. Okay. And there's that pretty red opaque vinyl. It's actually not opaque. It looks like it's more like a semi-translucent red vinyl. It's got a booklet inside, so. Very cool. All right, so yeah, very cool full color booklet also included inside there. So I guess that surprised me because I wasn't expecting that. I think I remember seeing this in the store many years ago when the album first came out. I think it was like FYE or something. And I was looking at it and I was looking at the CD, and I was so dumb back then because I didn't have like a proper turntable at that time. So I'm like, I'm not gonna get this on vinyl, I'll just get the CD. And of course the vinyl was out for 2 minutes and then it went out of print and you couldn't find it anywhere. When you wanted it, it was $700. So I was like, I think how stupid I was. I'm just like, oh my God, I would never make that mistake again. So I'll get the turntable first and come back for it later. God damn. Oh God. Because there was just no market for vinyl back then. So, vinyl was coming out. And if I worked music retail. If that stuff wasn't selling, it was out of here. Price to move. When I think about some of the mistakes I made, I could just get sick. So, but that is Red Carpet Massacre, Duran Duran. And there's a couple more out there. There's one more out there that I didn't get. It's still out there. Not one of my favorite Duran Duran albums, but I will pick it up. That's Midazoland. That's out there. 180 gram black vinyl, and I believe there's an indie version that's on pink vinyl. So I will pick it up, because I am a completist. So that was the one with Electric Barbarella on it. So but definitely gonna pick that up when time and money permits. So I believe it was in December. There's a website called Mondo. They deal with rare soundtrack releases, like Comic-Con kind of stuff, like comic book kind of releases, things. They did an exclusive pressing of Grease 2. Now, which is one of my favorite movies. Now, there was a pressing of Grease 2 a couple years ago, which was on like Pink Lady vinyl. I've got that one. And so I wanted to pick this up because this was on like a different variant. This was on like a marble kind of swirl vinyl. So I will show that to you. So I was excited to pick this up. And I can never have enough copies of Grease 2. So, but this is the latest. This is a limited edition pressing of 500 on this variant. And again, this is available exclusively through Mondo. I don't know if they're called Mondo Vinyl, Mondo Records, but look up Mondo, and if you want it, you know, the website will come up. You'll see. So, but has basically the same. There's that beautiful gatefold, of course, and it has the same beautiful book that the previous pressing had through Rusted Wave. Very nice. So yeah, it's got all about the filming and everything. Very cool. So it's got that same excellent book included. And so this one, rather than being on Pink Lady vinyl, this is on like more like a magenta colored with a black swirl. And it's more the color that you see here. Like that's that color. So, but there it is, and I am going to take it out. So there you go. Kind of like a black splatter. Now, what is different about this? The previous pressing that came out a couple years back, when I took it out the jacket, I noticed that side B looked unfinished. Like side B, the label was just completely black with nothing on it, almost like it was like a printing error or something. So when I contacted the label, Rusted Wave, I said, look, is this supposed to look like this? Because this looks unfinished. They told me at that time that they had trouble printing side B. Side A, of course, you know, has like the Grease 2 motorbike, but side B was supposed to be a image of Stephanie and Michael, and it wasn't coming out. So like, you know, side B label was coming out just plain black. So looks like they fixed that issue, because now, if you can see up close, it does have Stephanie and Michael on side B, a black and white photo. So I'm glad they got it fixed, because I always felt like that pressing was somehow kind of incomplete. I was just like, you know, it's the little things like that that kind of bother me, especially for pressings for albums that I really, really love. So, but I'm glad they got it fixed. And there it is. And if I didn't mention it before, when I did my first unboxing on the other edition of this, there is a hidden bonus track on this album. So see if you can find it. So, but, and that makes it all that much more special. So Grease 2, the Mondo exclusive, pink and black swirl vinyl, limited to 500 pressings. There you go. Okay, so another release I was excited to get, I believe this came out towards the end of November, that was Celine Dion's Let's Talk About Love. Love this album. I remember when it came out. So yeah, this came out originally in '97. And if you might recall, they actually did a black pressing of this a few years ago, and I never did get a chance to pick that up. So they did a repress of this, and this is now on orange vinyl. It's a 2 LP set. So great songs on here. She does which was a new The Reason, which at the time was a new song by Carole King, which she also did as part of the VH1 Divas Live performance. Immortality by the Bee Gees, they composed this for her. Beautiful song. Treat Her Like a Lady, Treat Her Like a Lady. Why Oh Why, Love Is On the Way, great song. Got her hit duet with Barbra Streisand on here, Tell Him, gorgeous song, one of my favorites. Where's the Love? She does a remake of Leo Sayers' When I Need You, Miles to Go Before I Sleep, Us, Just a Little Bit of Love, great dance track, love that song. My Heart Will Go On, of course, from Titanic, is on this album. I Hate You, Then I Love You, which was her duet with Luciano Pavarotti, great song. I hate you, then I love you, and I love you, and I hate you. To Love You More, love that song, one of my favorite tracks. And then there's the title track, Let's Talk About Love. So this is not a gatefold, this is more like a slipcase, but it's gonna take out, it does come with an insert, that one. Okay. Very cool. One of her finest albums. Okay, the lyrics. Of course, the lyrics are look like they're small enough to fit on the head of a pin, so you need a magnifying glass. So there's her with Barbara there. Okay, and I'll just take out one of the discs so you can see. So there it is on like opaque orange. Great. I remember when this came out on CD, I used to play it to death. So I think, where was I? I was working at Borders at that time, Borders Books and Music, and they had the promo CD of it, and nobody else wanted it, you know. And so when we give our promo CDs away, you know, when they were ready to, you know, be removed from the stack, they're like, "Who wants Celine Dion?" Of course, nobody else does. I'm like, "I do." So, and I've been playing it to death ever since. I used to play it to death in the store, play it to death. Play it to death at home. So I was finally glad to get this on CD. One of my favorite, one of my favorite albums. I was glad to get it on vinyl. So that's Celine Dion's Let's Talk About Love. Never been like a huge Taylor Swift fan. I do appreciate her. You know, I think she's a great songwriter, great vocalist, you know, but, you know, I've always kind of like, you know, been a moderate Taylor Swift fan, pick up a couple things here, I pick up a couple things there. So, but when she came out with Midnights, I said, wow, you know, this young lady's definitely, you know, breaking some records with, you know, the release of this album. And so when it came out initially, Midnights, I said, well, I definitely want to pick it up. So I sampled it first, and it kind of reminded me of, you know, like kind of reminded me of Kylie. So I said, yeah, I can definitely get into this album. You know, I hear like some spacey kind of dance stuff going on. So I said, I could totally see myself playing it. It came out on so many different variants. And of course, I wanted to go with the purple, although there's some other beautiful variants out there too. So, but Target had the exclusive in the purple, so I went with that. And I don't need to tell you anything about this because you've heard so much about this album since even before it came out. So, but yes, I did pick it up. Okay, and also aside from the different color variants, you know, it's got different covers as well to evoke the different moods of the album. And it is a gatefold there. Very cool. All right, and there's an insert. Okay. And it's on kind of like a slightly marbled lavender pressing there. Okay. So yeah, I was glad to pick this up. You know, again, I've always liked her, but, you know, just been a modest fan. You know, she's got some vinyl releases out there, and, you know, I just never picked up any because there were just other releases that were, for me, that were like bigger priority over them. So, but, you know, she definitely, like I said, broke a lot of records with the release of this album, with streaming. So yeah, I like what she was doing with this. I like the moods. I like the her songwriting on this one. And, you know, again, this is my first Taylor Swift pickup on vinyl. And I'm pretty sure it's not going to be my last. So, but again, I was glad to pick up Midnights. So I got this back in November. And I'm a huge Dolly Parton fan. Anybody that knows me, or if you don't know me, you know now. I love Dolly. Couldn't wait for it to come out because I had been hearing about it for weeks in advance, and was excited to see that she had a more comprehensive greatest hits package coming out, because there's been tons and tons of Dolly hits, collections over the years, mostly on CD though. But as far as reissues are concerned, this one came out in November. This is Dolly's Diamonds and Rhinestones, the Greatest Hits Collection. This is the Walmart exclusive. This is on hot pink vinyl, so you know I had to go for this, right? So this came out across a number of different variants. There's the standard black, hot pink, and on her website, I believe you could have got one with it was like a baby pink with a glitter vinyl, but that sold out quickly. So, but I was happy to get this. So there's the back. And I got this as a pre-order. Like, I got it from Walmart's website like the day before it was released. And they had it on sale for like $15. I was just like, you told me at the right place at the right time. So 2 album set, hot pink vinyl for $15. Child, I'm there. So I couldn't wait. So, but this has got a lot of the biggies, a lot of my favorites. 9 to 5, my all-time favorite. Jolene, Here You Come Again, Islands in the Stream, I Will Always Love You, Coat of Many Colors, My Tennessee Mountain Home, The Bargain Store, Baby I'm Burning, another one of my favorites. Better Get to Living, Why'd You Come In Here Looking Like That, Love Is Like a Butterfly, Heartbreaker, Red Shoes, The Seeker, Together You and I, 2 Doors Down, love it. When Life is Good Again, and Tennessee Homesick Blues, It's All Wrong But It's All Right, Real Love with Kenny, Silver Threads and Golden Needles, and she does that with Loretta Lynn and Tammy Wynette, and Faith with Galantis featuring Mr. Probes. So that is one of her more recent hits. So, but beautiful collection, nice embossed cover. Let's see. Beautiful. It's Dolly throughout the years. Still so vital. Still so just wonderful. And congratulations to her on her recent Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction. Love it. God, I remember this photo when I was a little kid. They did a Life magazine did a big cover story on Dolly, and I still think that has some of the best photos of her I ever saw. They were with her on her tour bus at that time, and it just has some beautiful photos of her. When I see this photo, I think of that cover story they did on her. So, but 2 LP set. And some nice inserts. I'll show you that one. There we go. Okay, and I'll just take out one. So, opaque hot pink vinyl. Reminds me of the opaque hot pink vinyl 12-inch single for her Dance with Dolly that came out many years ago. That's the one that had the extended version of Baby I'm Burning on it. So that's the second disc. And you know, if you're a Dolly fan, she's got so many hits, and I guess it's just impossible to fit them on, you know, every vinyl release. You know, like, where's Heartbreak Express? Where's Potential New Boyfriend? Blah, you know, I guess you can't have them all. You can't have them all on every release. So, but you know, what are you gonna do? Like they said, what are you gonna do? So, so there you are, Dolly, Diamonds and Rhinestones. All right. So these last two are Olivia releases. So in October, I want to say, Primary Wave came out with what was Olivia Newton-John's first greatest hits release. Here we go. And they did a very fine reissue. Just beautiful. And like they did with Volume 2, they also expanded Volume 1. So it's got some extra songs on it. So we've got If Not For You, Banks of the Ohio, Love Song, Take Me Home, Country Roads, Changes, Let Me Be There, If You Love Me, Let Me Know, I Honestly Love You, Have You Never Been Mellow, Please Mr. Please. That was probably the first song I ever heard by Olivia when I was little. Just love that song. The Air That I Breathe, whoo child, you gotta hear her version of that from the album Have You Never Been Mellow. If you haven't heard it, check it out. It'll blow your mind. Something Better to Do, great song. Let It Shine, Every Face Tells a Story, Jolene, Come On Over, Don't Stop Believing, Sam, her version of Don't Cry For Me Argentina is fantastic. It's on here. And of course, one of my favorite all-time favorite Olivia songs, Making a Good Thing Better. All on here in this expanded edition. And just gonna take it out real quick. Like I said, Primary Wave doing a great job with her catalog. And there's the gatefold there. And I believe this, the original greatest hits, believe it came out in 77. Yes, 77. So, but just gonna take out. So it's got the lyrics, nothing fancy, but it's got the lyrics there. And then the second insert, again featuring some of the other pressings, reissues that are on Primary Wave there. And some great extensive liner notes. Yep. That is Olivia Newton-John. Greatest Hits Volume 1, expanded edition, beautiful. Again, that hit the shelves in October there. So the last of my recent vinyl pickups, child, I went through so much with this one. I had to save it for last because it drove me crazy. So this is a Target exclusive. So this is Olivia Newton-John's Greatest Hits 1971 to 1982. Beautiful cover. Love how they did that. Some fantastic images of Olivia on there. As is the back. Very nice. And this is a 2 LP set. One LP is on neon pink. One LP is on neon blue. Gorgeous. Okay, and it is a gatefold. There you are. And nice lyrics there. This is disc 1. And there's disc 2 on the neon pink. So let me just tell you why this album was such a nightmare. Oh my God. So the first copy I got of this, I got through Target's website. And when it came, you know, they ship stuff in the big old box. They don't put any packing in it. It was just rattling around this big box. And when I opened it, the jacket was a little bit, it had kind of like, it had bent corners. Opened it up. Of course, one of the albums was warped. And it had black splotches on it. You know how like when you press the color pressing, sometimes it'll have like color run out, like black splotches sometimes. No, I couldn't have any of it. I was just like, look, it's not acceptable for anything, and it's just not acceptable for Olivia. I'm sorry. I was just like, I've been waiting too damn long for this thing to come out, and vinyl is not cheap, so I was not settling for it. So I went ahead and they reported it. They sent me another copy. Same thing. One of the albums was warped. The other had like black, like color streaks on it. I said, this is disgusting. I said, I'm just gonna go to my local Target, exchange it, and everything will be cool, and I'll be able to move on. So went ahead and exchanged it at my local Target in the store, exchanged it for another copy, get it home, and it's the same fucking thing. I said, what the hell is going on with this pressing? I don't understand it. To make a long story short, I went to another Target. It must have took me about 4 or 5 attempts to get a decent copy of this. I think maybe on the 5th attempt, I finally just took what I had to let it go, as long as it wasn't warped. So I finally got a copy that wasn't warped. There's still a little, I mean, it's not really noticeable. There's some subtle, like pencil thin black streaks on it. You really can't tell. I know it's there, so I guess that's why I'm so messed up about it. But it's not nearly as bad as the other ones. I had seen some of the reviews online early on when this came out, and people were kind of saying the same thing. So, but yeah, there's like a bad batch of pressings that went out with this one. So again, it took me quite a few tries to get a decent copy. So I said, damn it, I said, this album about to kill me. So, but it was an important album to my Olivia collection. That's why I wasn't gonna settle for something that was fucked up. So I was just like, no. So I've let it go for other pressings, and I regretted it. I paid like $40+ for a double LP on white vinyl, and it comes from overseas, and you get it, and it's white vinyl with black streaks on it, and you can't exchange it because they only have one left and all that shit. So I've settled in other cases. I wasn't settling in this one because I said shit's not cheap. So but finally glad after all that to get a decent copy of it. And again, that is Olivia Newton-John's Greatest Hits 71 to 82. That's the Target vinyl exclusive. If you get it, just make sure yours is a decent copy. And that is it. That's it for my new vinyl pickups. I do have a couple of CD pickups that I made. This was from the closeout crate once again at Pop Market. This is the Now That's What I Call Electronic series. This has a ton of stuff on it. This is like 4 CDs. Nicely packaged there. And I'm sure you're familiar with the Now series. So this has so much stuff on it, I can't even begin to tell you. And let me just give you a brief rundown. It's got Queen's Radio Gaga, New Order, Blue Monday. It's got Love is a Stranger by the Eurythmics, Ultravox's Vienna, Visage, Japan, Soft Cell, Human League, Sound of the Crowd, Duran Duran's Planet Earth, Gary Newman, Spandau Ballet, OMD, Tears for Fears, Heaven 17. Let's see, who else on here? Flock of Seagulls, Yellow, Donna Summers got I Feel Love, the 12-inch version, Shaka Khan, I Feel For You. Oh my God, Shannon, Company B, Fascinated, SOS Band, New Shoes, Pointer Sisters, Automatic. It's got Liza Minnelli's Losing My Mind, Eighth Wonder, Animotion, Daz Band, Harold Faltermeyer, Art of Noise, Malcolm McLaren, Joe Jackson, ABBA, Blondie, The Buggles, Paul Hardcastle, M, Falco, Kim Wilde, Altered Images, Aha, Philip Oakey and Giorgio Moroder together in Electric Dreams, Nick Kershaw, Howard Jones, Limahl Thompson Twins, Men Without Hats, Con Can, Peter Schilling, Midge Ure, China Crisis, Jan Hammer, Dead or Alive, More Human League, Love Action, I Believe in Love, The Cure, Propaganda, let's see, Iggy Pop, Bronski Beat, Erasure, Scritti Politti. There's just Talk, Simple Minds. There's just so many tracks on here. Again, I can't go through them all. I just wanted to drop some of the artists that were on here. Great collection. Again, Pop Markets, Closeout Crate. Check it out because they have some fantastic stuff in there. So late, I want to say November, they came out with my girl Barbra Streisand live at the Bonsoir. She did this. She played there in November of '62. If you have that Barbra Streisand Just for the Record collection that came out in the early '90s, you know that they got some of those tracks from that performance. Barbara at that time, young vocalist killer. She was just doing some fantastic stuff. She was a wonder even then. So they put out the CD version. The vinyl version of this is actually coming out, I want to say it might be in May, I think. So, but that's a very young Barbara. And at the time, she was in a show called I Can Get It For You Wholesale. There, and I believe that's where she met her, if I can recall, that's where she met her first husband, Elliot Gould, back in the day. But and it's just an inkling of the star that she would become. Love it. I know the CD booklet, the pictures are kind of small, but that's why I can't wait for the vinyl to come out on this. But fantastic. So, but she was covering songs like Right as Rain, Cry Me a River, which if you've never heard it, her version just slays. Lover Come Back to Me, Soon It's Gonna Rain, Come to the Supermarket, Noel P. King, When the Sun Comes Out, love it. Happy Days Are Here Again, of course, you know it, you love it. Keep It Out of Mischief Now, her version of that, fantastic. Sleep and Be, I Had Myself a True Love, ooh, wonderful. Who's Afraid of the Big Bad Wolf, I'll Tell the Man in the Streets, Nobody's Heart Belongs to Me, My Honey's Love in Arms, Have I Stayed Too Long at the Fair. Just some great tracks on here, fantastic. So again, Columbia released this on CD format first in November, and the vinyl is forthcoming, I believe, in the next couple months or so. Can't wait to see it. I know it's fabulous because some of the tracks that were sampled on her box set, I've been playing them to death for years, so this is absolutely wonderful. It's wonderful to always hear her in those early years, that early stage, just belting it out and just killing it. So if you're a fan of vocals, jazz vocals, Broadway show tunes, Barbara, anything, check it out. You won't be disappointed. So that's Barbra Streisand live at the Bonsoir from November of 1962. Check it out. All right, guys, so that's it for my recent new pickups. I'm gonna do a separate video on some of my used pickups. Many of them came from $5 records and some other various places. So I'm going to share those with you, but there's so many, I gotta make a second video. So stay tuned for that. So in the meantime, guys, while I'm prepping for that, guys, you be good, and I will see you again very shortly. See you later. Bye.